Hi Virgo, this is Just with your December 15th, 2019 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. I don't know why I always come on very serious with Virgo and Capricorn signs, not Taurus. But when I do Capricorn and Virgo, I just give off a very serious and a little bit more professional until I get into the reading. Then, all bets are off. Yeah. Virgo, this week, see about your kids. Some of you may be having problems with your children, a child in particular. I get feminine energy, could be males too, and I say all ages, probably not the babies, probably not the little ones, but like preteens, teens, hell, grown children. Check in on them, check in on your kids. Now, when we're talking about school age kids, some of you may be having an issue with children being bullied, gossiped about, and having to, like, some of you have to snap your child out of it, right? Wake them up out of this proverbial hell that they're in. It could be mentally, but yes, some of you, your child is stuck. And it's hard for them to come out of this place. Some of you could be just dealing with an unruly child. Like, they're the problem. They are the goddamn problem in the school. Snap out of it. Others of you, this can very well be you. Now, I have to tell you, if you're dealing with a Libra, if you have a Libra in your life, they may be petty as hell right now. Petty. Some of you may work around someone where a Libra is running the show. And she has a little group, or they have their little group, and making life kind of hard to do. And you have to go back there. It's like, I don't want to. And it may have been, someone had to take some time off from work, from school. And you may feel like a situation is just not right, but you kind of have to still go back there. Now, I feel like for some of you, try to get a beat. Try to get a beat with that, because I really see this week things are coming to a head. Someone's going to get found out. Something is going to be told. And I could have sworn I said the same thing about Libra. Something's going to get found out. It's told. I told another sign out. I forget who. But something is going to get found out. Something is going to get exposed. There could be a new person, new manager, new management, especially if you're working. And as I said, the same thing to, I think, Aquarius. Mind your business and pay the business that is yours. Okay. Just focus on what you have to do, because I do feel like there's going to be changes. People are going to get pulled into office left and right. I feel like tolerance for things that are problematic will be non-existent. And I do feel like I'm starting to feel it. I think there's going to be reduction in forces next year for probably, I'm not gonna say for everyone clearly, but I think that it's going to be something there, because it's not happening on now, but it's almost like it's starting to feel that way. So yeah, you Virgos could definitely have to address the situation at work that was just absolutely not fair. That's not right. Some of you feel like I'm doing all the work and these people just play around on, like, you're not having it anymore. It's something that's going on at work. You are not having it anymore. And you may have, try not to say anything about it. Somebody's making you feel uncomfortable. Now, I don't feel like this is Virgos, you doing it. And you guys are not known to do this. So if you are a Virgo doing some shit like this to somebody, you are seriously got something else in your chart that's ruling you, because that is not a Virgo trait. But I feel like someone's trying to, make you feel bad, trying to make you feel uncomfortable in your own space. You're not having that. You're not having it. So you may just go off out of nowhere. Like, you're thinking that you're going to keep yourself composed and you're going to be... Yep, I feel like something is just going to happen. You will have people to help you. If it is you being victimized, you will have someone there to help you. If someone around you is being victimized and you are a manager, you can do something about it. You are nipping it. You are nipping it. You're not going to tolerate it. And I mean, you are going to get rid of someone, or someone's going to get fired. Okay. And if it's your child, advocate for them, probe them. If they are acting funny, they're not if they're not the same, probe, try to find out what's going on. I know I've stayed on this for too long, and I'm sorry for those of you saying that this is not your reading or this is not affecting you, but I just want to make and drive that point home. Finances looks good. You may have to pay something out again. Some of you may be pulling back on hours and not, overworking. You're just taking a beat. You may need to do that too. Looking for new work looks like it could be possible. You may have to lose a little bit. I keep getting 20 to 30%. Okay. Less than what you were making before, but it's going to bring you peace. It's kind of bittersweet having to move on from what you were so used to, but the environment will probably be better for you. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It'll rattle you at first. I feel like something, what if you're moving to a new environment and you just feel like, damn it, I just can't seem to focus. I can't, I'm having insomnia. I can't sleep. It's just because you're stressed. It's just because you don't understand how much of an effect this thing is having on you. And I had to tell you, some of you, maybe with Scorpio rising, you're not supposed to be working in a work environment. You're not supposed to be working in the environments that you keep putting yourself in. You're not. You're supposed to be someplace that is more where you rule the roost or that you work on your own. Yeah. So there's that. Now, because I'm trying to think. See, I'm Libra in 12. You have Cancer in the 11th. Gemini. Oh, yeah. Something in your career sector is probably going to... Wait, that's not true. Gemini in the 10th. Gemini, Cancer, Leo. Yeah, it is. So something must be changing in your career sector by next year. Sorry for that. I just want to make sure Gemini was in your 10th house and that's North Node is going to go there. So things are going to be shaken up. But this new place, if you're going to a new place, it will be good for you. Now, I would be conservative with my finances because, again, there is a little bit of like having to take a beat, having to kind of stabilize yourself. And you may start to feel toward the end of the week going into next week that you're not as financially comfortable or where you want to be. Don't let this energy, Virgo, get the best of you because you may feel like things are slowing down. You may feel like you're just physically not there, not with it like you normally are. You may take a bit of a loss financially too. I can see that. So, and especially if you have your own business, you may take a bit of a loss. Don't sweat that. It's you're going to recoup. You're going to be okay. So don't stick in no energy for too long thinking about it because it can spiral. It can spiral. Some of you, your girlfriends are not your friends. The females around you may not be there for you. And that's male or female Virgos. You may really see people for who they are. And it's going to be hard to forgive them. It's going to be hard to forgive and forget and to resume a relationship with a particular girlfriend. One. Yeah, this is one. It may be hard to do that. It could just be for a week, but it may be hard to do that. The things that were said may be something that it's like, no, or you lied, or I found this out, or it's just going to be hard to overcome something with a female. Now, when it comes to areas of love for you guys, well, what are you going to do, Virgo? What are you going to do? Pregnant? You're not with the person. It's sticky. It's one of those sticky stories. And what are you going to do? You going to go back? Try to make it work? Try to be a family? Your mother could be giving you a hard time about it. You know this guy is in and out. What are you going to do? Someone could be convincing you, trying to convince you to have an abortion. Someone may be trying to make you feel like what you're doing is wrong. It could go that you could be the mother Virgo doing that to some female or something. I don't know. Everyone knows their own story, but I do see that. Now, you're trying to decide if you want to work something out with someone. You love him. He's stable. He fights, he puts in a lot of work and energy, but there's just something that you feel isn't right. It's not balanced. He goes to work every day. Yes, he provides and all that stuff, but he just may be a liar. He may be a cheater. He may be someone when it's good, it's great. When it's not, it's like hell on earth. And it's like, well, how do I, do I just accept this? What do I do? You know, you may deal with someone who's making it very difficult to try to overcome something in this relationship together. You know, communication can very well be a big problem between the two of you. And, you know, you see it one way, they see it another way. And that kind of slows down the progress in your relationship. And even though you don't want this to end, you know, you find yourself feeling as though it's difficult to accept where you are and thinking that you can just move forward after this. It's something like that. Something that you just feel like is not right. This is not right. And you know, and I can't accept it, because if I do, it's never going to change. And this person doesn't seem to get it through their head, you know, and understand that big change is necessary here. Like a big change is needed. And so some things have come out. You may not have said anything about it, or someone hasn't. But it almost kind of releases you. So, because if someone wants to leave, if they want to give some walking papers, they are free to do it now. They're free to do it. You may want to work things out when it comes to a marriage or a pending divorce. You may feel like, hey, let's try to reach an agreement. You may be trying to hide things, or it could be you or another person. Someone may be trying to hide things and trying to rush this up because they don't want things to come out that's going to go against them. But I see loss by the end of the week. I see a loss. I see things slowing down. Everybody is experiencing some kind of karma that I feel is going to culminate Libra season 2020. So 2020 may be the year of kind of getting back, who knows what, karma is funny like that. So yeah, I do see that. And, you know, if there's a third party situation, it's very difficult for somebody to even, you know, for someone to even admit what the hell they're doing. That's the point. That's the point. It may be difficult for somebody to even admit what they're doing. And it's like there's no denying it this time around. And whoever did what, it's like the other person is being very petty, very manipulating. It's like that type of thing where it's like, okay, you cheated on me in the past, so now I think you're cheating now. And the person may not be. But because it's happened so many times before, the trust is just non-existent. And it's hard to believe otherwise. And the person is being completely erratic and irrational, and they just completely are offended and probably yelling and screaming because, you know, just going at it because they feel like, you know, they've been accused of something they didn't do. When in fact, if you've created the distrust, if you've created the monster, don't turn around and act like now you're so damn offended that a monster is in the room. You created it. You spent hours piece by piece, block by block, monster petal by monster petal. You created it. Now you're offended because it's in the room. Cut it. You know, they're deflecting. So I feel that there's that. And Virgos, you guys have a very serious decision on your hands when it comes to love relation and dealing with a person that is becoming more and more apparent that you kind of can't ignore something. Right? And it just may be, damn it, I don't know if I could ever really trust you again. Like, to give you my heart 100% and to not bring up ... or to not assume. There is that. I'm sorry, this week. And it could all start because now you find something out, and now this begets that. And for some of you, like I said, you found it out. You know, it's like that thing, be careful what you look for, because you just might get it. You found it. You're holding it. And some of you are going to get to a place where you overcome it mentally. Probably around Aquarius season is when you can finally mentally deal with it. But for now, and you may feel like, oh, I don't care. I don't care. I'm fine. You know, whatever. It's over or whatever. But toward the end of the week, going into next week is when it starts to affect you. It's when you start to kind of feel it. You do. You do. And that makes you human. That's all. That makes you human. And like I said, it could take you, 3 weeks, 3 months before you are at a place where you can, it's in your rear view. In the meantime, you guys are going to do what you do best, which is work. If you are a single Virgo this particular week, you are settling old debts, old situations. Okay. Definitely someone can come into your life now. If you're a single Virgo And I feel like this is also for those of you I'm just talking about in this relationship, because if you decide to let that person go for good, and probably in no time flat they'll be back. They think that they got you mentally. Some of you are waking up. For those of you who have been in this mental prison, you're waking up. You're claiming yourself again. And a person just doesn't even understand that you are waking up. Okay? And you're not that same person you used to be. And you're going to really set them straight. Probably not this complete week. But you know, some of you are definitely going to set someone straight. Some of you, you're maybe your mother, your girlfriend, a female that may come in to swoop down. For some of you, a Libra person is not the bad person, especially a woman. She can be, she may not be. You know, she could be involved in all of this trickery and foolery. Others of you, it could just be something completely different. But I see being able to overcome it if you are single, like I said, still going through and acknowledging that you're not completely over someone, and having to take a beat and slow down. And for some reason, I don't know why, and I was even saying that before I even started doing any readings, I feel like we're entering into a Mercury retrograde, even though we're not in a Mercury retrograde, but it's going, but if for some reason, I just feel like 2020 is going to be a goddamn ride, boy, because it's going to be kicking up some emotions in people. And for some of you this particular week, going into next week, you will see that, yeah, and I mean next week, not the week coming, the following week. Yeah, those feelings are going to come back, them old feelings, like what the hell, that type of thing is kind of going to come back for you, singles as well. But you may be already being entertained by someone, and and still trying to work things out with that person, but at the same time you're still kind of feeling those feelings. So any little red flag, any little iota of a warning sign coming from someone, I feel like you're going to be out the door. You will pull back, faster than you can blink. So, and I think that'll make you realize that, you know what, I think I just need to take some time to heal. I may not just be ready right now. It's that type of thing, right? Because you may find yourself kind of, I don't even know what you would call it, but almost like reliving the hurt and the pain of days past, right? Does that make sense? So, but we're going to look further into this relationship and see what is coming up. We're going to look at the person and see what's going on with them as well as you. See what's going to happen with the two of you down the line. We're also going to look at you Virgo singles and see what's happening in your love life past this week. All of what we focused on will be in the description box below. So if you're interested in that, click the link and we can look deeper and further down the line. If you like something personal, click the link to my website and you can set something up for yourself if you'd like to share. Please do so in the comment section below. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Virgo.